Hi friends, my name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter. Today I am coming to you with a vlog video. It is Thursday, it is the 22nd of July. You guys are not going to see this video until Monday. Now my original plan had been to vlog this whole weekend. However, the weekend's probably going to be a lot of relaxing, except for today. Today's the day that I am going out and doing some fun bookish stuff. I'm probably going to call this like a bookish day in my life or something. So essentially right now the game plan is that I am going into Toronto. Well, the outskirts of Toronto. Well, no, I live in the outskirts of Toronto. Not into the downtown, but I'm going into Toronto. And I am going to the library branch that used to be by where we lived. I have a book I need to return that I haven't had it out for like over a year. I've only had it out for a few weeks. Never got around to reading it. It's due back. I'm going to take it back. But the libraries are now open for browsing and I am so excited. So I am going to go and browse and see what I can find. I don't know if I can get much video inside the libraries. I don't. It always makes me nervous recording in public, but we shall see. So that is my first plan. And then, so I do still have my Toronto library card, even though we don't live there anymore. We haven't lived there in over a year. However, because I work in the city of Toronto, I do get to retain the library card, which is a bonus. So then after that, I'm going to come back out here, and I am going to our local town library, to the main branch, and I am going to go get a library card because when we moved here last May, we were in the middle of the lockdown and then they reopened. I think it was in the fall, but I just never got a chance to get over there because I had just started my new job and I was working the longer hours and the weekends just were, time got away, right? So I'm like, I'm off work today and tomorrow. I'm going to go over to the library and I'm going to get a library card and I'm going to browse the books there as well. So I have not been to that branch since I was a kid. Now, I shouldn't say that. I haven't been to that branch for browsing for books since I was a kid. However, years ago, I used to belong to a knit group that met at that library. So I've been to one of the meeting rooms, but not into the library proper. So, and I know it's changed drastically. They did a whole revamp of the library many years ago. So I know it doesn't look at all what it looked like when I was a kid. So I am excited to go in and have a look and see what they have. So I just thought, why not? So I just put together, you guys are going to see the video on Wednesday, my TBR for the month of August. And so now there may be some library books there too. So we shall see. I'm not going to go crazy and get like a stack of books because I know I'm not going to read them. But I'd like to get maybe 4 or 5, maybe something just to have on the bedside table to read, like all the books pretty much for August are ebooks. So it'd be nice to have some physical books because I do like having a physical book every now and then. So anyway, I'm rambling. Let's head off to the library. Hey friends, stop number 1 is done. I stopped at the library, dropped off the 1 book, and I picked up 3 more. I already have 32 books on my TBR for the month of August. Let's add another 3 because at this point, does it really matter? No, it doesn't. So I stopped at the library, I dropped off my book, I picked up some books. I'm not showing you guys now. When I get home, I will do kind of end off this vlog by showing you guys the books I picked up. I'm on my way now to my local library. There was major construction coming here, which was a giant pain. But yeah, this is just a small branch. I think just before this, you're going to see a clip of me kind of like doing a panoramic. Beautiful little water area over there for kids to play in. How fantastic. Especially on a day like today when the current temperature is 25 degrees Celsius, which is about 50, 60, about 80-ish Fahrenheit for my American friends. So yeah, it's a warm one today and sitting in the car, it's hot. So yeah, this is a smaller branch. There's over 100 branches of the Toronto Public Library. And, this is one of 100, but this just happens to be the home branch that I always went to because it was close to where we lived. However, I would like to visit other branches. I think that would be a lot of fun. I've been to a couple of other ones, but they're just kind of neat to see, like everything from like a freestanding building like this one. There's one up the street here that is in a community center. There was one by where I used to work that was actually in the mall. Like you go into the food court in the mall, and then from there you could enter the library. So all kinds of different buildings and stuff, and it's just really neat. Some of them a little bit more modern than others. I know a number of years ago they had this, I don't know if the library put it on, but it was like a passport thing where you could get this passport, and then as you went to all the different library branches, you could stamp your passport, which just seems like such fun. You know what I mean? I'd love to print out a list one day and, you know, over the course of maybe even a couple of years, try and hit all the different library branches just to see the architecture and stuff like that. Not necessarily just what they have. Because if I look for a book online and like a physical book, I can put it on hold and have it sent to my local branch, and then I can pick it up, which is great. However, it just still would be really neat just to see all the different branches. But anyway, I'm rambling. I'm going to head back towards home. I want to get that done. Well, rush hour is not going to hit for another 4 hours or so. But I want to get that done and get to the library there. So sorry I didn't get any pictures inside the library. There's like me and 3 other people, so it feels weird to do that. But anyway, that is it, you guys. I will talk to you soon. Bye. Hi friends, so I just finished off at the other library. I got my library card. I am so excited. And you know what? I was really impressed. They had a lot of stuff, and I guess like it's the main branch, right? So of course they're gonna have a lot of stuff, but I was just so amazed at how much more they had than Toronto. So I think maybe even once I finish the books that I'm currently reading, I don't know how much I'm going to use Toronto for physical books. Maybe I'll just keep them for ebooks and audiobooks, because that'll be fantastic. However, I was really impressed with the selection in here, you guys. Really impressed with the selection, and they had a lot, and the stuff was in such good condition. And I mean, with mass market paperbacks, especially when it's a library copy, they tend to get really beat up. But anyway, it is almost 2 o'clock, and pink cheeks, it's warm out. I'm gonna stop at Starbucks and get myself a treat, and then I think I'm gonna go home and have something for lunch, and then I'm going to film my little library book haul for you guys. I technically got 7 books, but the one book that I got isn't really new. Like it's on my TBR, but I didn't have a copy of it. I would have had to have purchased a copy from Amazon or something like that, because the libraries didn't have them in stock digitally. And then here I was poking through, and I found it, and I'm like, oh great, so I just grabbed it on like a physical copy. So, but the other 6 books are kind of new to the TBR for the month of August. So essentially you guys are gonna get those books, and then my TBR for August will go up separately. So I will film that clip when I get home. I would turn the camera on and show you guys a little bit of this, but there's really not much to see. There's an apartment and stuff like that. So yeah, it's kind of boring. And like I said, I wish I could have gotten some filming done inside, but it just didn't happen. I ended up talking to this lovely woman in there. She was looking at romances, Brenda Novak, and she was looking for recommendations. So I'm like, how much time do you have? But anyway, I will talk to you guys when I get home. Bye. Hi guys, I am home from the library. I just had some lunch. I stopped at Tim Hortons. I very rarely, maybe 2 or 3 times a year, I got an ice cap. I do like them. They're just really not good for you. But they are so delicious. And I got an everything bagel. If you guys don't know what that is, it's a poppy seed and sesame seed onion bagel. And I get that toasted with butter and cheddar, and it's so good. And when I worked at Tim Hortons, there was something about getting that bagel with an ice cap. It was like the sweet from the ice cap and then the savory from the bagel, and they just tasted so good together. So that was just what I had for lunch. So I thought I'd sit down here and show you guys the 7 books that I picked up at the 2 different libraries. I think I'm going to start one of them now, but I don't know which one. So when I'm done filming this, I will make a decision, but you guys will see that on Sunday, because I'm sure I'll talk about it when I do my weekly reads on Sunday, or even Friday reads. You guys will probably see it. So you'll know already which book I picked, because you guys are not going to see this video till Monday. It's weird for me to be filming this like what feels like so far in advance, but it's it's kind of nice that I'll have the video done and be able to post it and not be delayed on that for you guys. So yeah, so this was a shorter video, I'm assuming. I have no idea. I'm sorry, again, I didn't get any clips inside the libraries. Both of them were really quiet. I did not want to just be filming. It just seems... it's weird. It just feels weird to me anyway. So anyway, the first library, like I said, I went to Toronto and I picked up a couple books. So the first one here that I got, my little library thing is in here. These are due back on August the 12th. Yeah, they're going to be. I'm probably going to have to renew them. So the first one I got here is by Jill Mansell, and I don't think I've read this author before, but it's Meet Me at Beachcomber Bay, where the best kept secret is love. But my assumption is that this is sorry for shaking the camera, that this is like a romance and a mystery. So I read the back of it when I was there. It says, it's summer in Cornwall and love is in the air, but it's not all plain sailing. So something about a romance and a mystery. I don't know. I was really intrigued. I think Jill Mansell is an author that my friend Chloe enjoys. So yeah, that's kind of what I love about going to the library, is just walking around and seeing random things and being like, oh, I want to read that, and picking it up and not having to think about, okay, how much is it? You know, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I am looking forward to this one. So all the books here are, well, there's one I'm going to read ahead of time. I'm going to read one before now in the end of July. And then the other ones I'm going to be reading in August. So like I said, I'm probably going to have to renew some of them and stuff like that, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. It's not like I picked these up on a hold like somebody's waiting for them. So anyway, and if I go over, I have to pay a fine, which in my opinion, it's okay because I'm borrowing these books. And if I have to give the library some money, it just means they can afford more books, right? That's the way I look at it. So yeah, so that is the first one that I got. Let me make some room over here. So then I got 2 hardcovers. There's just something about hardcovers, like library hardcovers with this like crinkly. Does anybody else get excited by that? Or is that just me? It's a bookish person thing, right? So I got this one. I think I've read this author before. It's Tammy Hogue. Is that how you say her name? And this is The Boy. I think this is one of her newer releases. It's a thriller. So I am very interested in this one. I happen to see it there. January of 2019. I do like that they list, you know, when these books came into the library. Did they do that one for the Jill Mansell? December of 2017. It's stamped on the top. But this one, it actually says it here. So January of 2019. So it's a newer release. But yeah, I don't know anything about it. I just started to look on the inside. It says this detective enters the home of Genevieve outside the sleepy town of Bayou, sleepy town in Louisiana. The bloody crime scene that awaits him is the most brutal and confusing he's ever seen. Genevieve's 7-year-old son, KJ, has been murdered by an alleged intruder, but there's no evidence of forced entry and no clue that points to a motive. So that's all I read. And I'm like, okay, I'm intrigued. I'm interested. So I'm looking forward to that one. And then on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, you guys know I have a wide variety of reading tastes. I picked up this one, and it looked super, super cute. So this is Swallowtail Summer, and it's by Erica James. So there we go. It's a beautiful hardcover. It says, it was the summer it all ended. It was the summer a new story began. So yeah, this one sounds really good. No idea when this one came out. It's not stamped anywhere or has the information anywhere. They thought they were friends for life until one summer changed everything. Who else loves these kind of stories? And I believe, yeah, this is a UK edition. You can tell by these covers. You can tell, like, they're just, you know, they're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. So I picked that one up as well. Now, on Wednesday, you guys are going to see the remainder of my August TBR. And this book is actually on there. I do a fun little kind of prompt picking thing out of a jar, and I got a prompt, and this book fit the prompt. I'm not going to give anything else away, but I didn't have a copy of this. I did have it from NetGalley. Now, a lot of you have told me, so thank you so much, because I did not know if you send the book to Kindle, it doesn't expire. I didn't know that. I legit did not know that. So I'm now sending all the books to Kindle. Because that's what I read them on anyway. So I don't know why I only think to do it when I'm going to read it. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So now I know, and going forward. However, I didn't have a copy of this book, but I'm like, but I really wanted to read it. The library didn't have it available digitally. Like, it was there, but it was like a 6 or 7 week wait list. And I'm like, I'll think about it. And then like the ebook copy from Kindle was $4.99. So I'm like, I can just buy it on Kindle. It's $5. So then as I was perusing the library, this was the other library. Those first 3 books were from the Toronto library. These are from my local Ajax library. I found it. And it is Summer at Firefly Beach by Jenny Hale. So again, I'm not going to tell you guys what prompt this is for or anything like that. I'm not starting this one until August for sure, because this is part of my August TBR. But isn't that the most gorgeous cover? Oh, I love it. So I was super, super happy that I found this. So I am really looking forward to reading it. And then the other 3 books that I am looking forward to that I picked up, this one was sitting there as a new release, and it came out in July, like it came out this month. And this is The Moonglow Sisters by Laurie Wilde. Now, something told me, I think I got a copy of this on NetGalley. And I looked and I didn't. So I think maybe I had requested it, but I didn't get it. So that's fine. But I'm going to read it. And it says, 3 sisters, 1 small town, a wedding, and the summer that changes everything. Again, this is like women's fiction, and I love it. So I am really looking forward to this one. It sounds really good. Welcome to Moonglow Cove, Texas, a place where your neighbors know your name, and the gentle waves of the Gulf of Mexico lap lazily against the sands. It's a magical spot, especially in the summertime. It's the first in a series. So I am very excited about this one. So yay to that one. And next one for something not completely different, but a little bit different. I spied this one. I'm like, I haven't read an Amish book in a while, even though I actually have an audio Amish book that I'm going to be reading before the end of the month, but that's besides the point. I found this one, and it's called Words from the Heart, and it's an Amish letters novel. So I don't know if it's part of a series, but this is by Kathleen Fuller. And it just looked really, really cute. Like, doesn't it look clearly it's a wintry themed story. So this one, her fingertips brushed against something else in the box of dollies. She lifted a bundle of letters, neatly tied with a thin red ribbon. So I am Words from the Heart is the moving story of lost love letters, fragile fears, and the beauty of taking another step forward. Doesn't that sound sweet? Sometimes you just want something super sweet, right? All of my very spicy romance fans are like, nah, that's okay. Give me all the spice. Whereas every now and then, I am happy for something a little bit sweeter. So I am looking forward to that one. And then the last one, for all of my spicy romance fans, are going to laugh at this title, because I picked this up solely based on the title. I was giggling in the library. Must Love Wieners by Casey Griffin. This is an author I've never heard of before, but what a beautiful autumn cover now that I'm mentioning it. But this is part of a rescue dog romance series. Again, no idea what number it is in the series. And it's the first. Oh, yay. Okay. It says first in a wickedly funny new series brimming with mystery and romance. So I am very intrigued, but that title I'm like, I want to love this book. The book is already getting 1 star from me just based on the title. So depending on what I rate it, like when I'm finished reading it, I will keep you guys updated. But I laughed in the library and I thought it was hilarious. And I love a good pun, right? So oh my gosh. The chapters are titled. Are they titled? Yes, they are. They're all titled. And then it's got this little card. Oh my God. Yay. I'm so glad it's first in a series, so I get to start there, so yay on that one. So that's it, you guys. That's the whole video. I do hope that you enjoyed it. I know I had promised a vlog this weekend, but like I said, today was the day for all the stuff. Tomorrow, literally, it's supposed to be hot again, and then Saturday it's supposed to rain, and Saturday is also my wedding anniversary, so I think Garrett and I are going to go out for dinner. But really, not much else is going on this weekend, so I just thought it would be more fun to do kind of this idea, this kind of like little vlog and book haul kind of an idea. So but anyway, so sorry again, it was mostly card clips and stuff. Maybe once things open up a bit more and we're not still so restricted. I mean, we're not as restricted as we were. However, it's, once stuff is a bit more open, like maybe in the fall, I'll try and do like a more proper library, get some images inside the library. Because it's like the Ajax library, like the Toronto library is great, and I talked about that in an earlier clip, but the Ajax library is just so new. It's so bright and so, you know, like everything, the way everything's shelved. And I mean, like legitimately, you guys, okay, so this one's a little bit damaged, but really, these are still in really, really great condition. So unless not a lot of people are reading them, I don't know. But yeah, I'm super, super impressed by what kind of condition these books are in. So anyway, that is it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, coming up on Wednesday is my the remainder of my August TBR, so do stay tuned for that. You already have a sneak peek for one book that is going to be on that list. And now in total I have 32, 3, 4, 5, 6, 38 books on my TBR. Although I don't predict that I'm going to be reading a lot of Babysitters Club books. I was going to read a Sweet Valley High right now, but I'm just not in the mood. So I'm just not in the mood to pick up that series at this point. So I put that aside. Same with the Nancy Drew. I'm just not in the mood for it. And the Babysitters Club books are like ridiculously long waits at the library for them. And like I said, I really just want to start borrowing them now. So if I have to wait 4, 5, 6 weeks, if I don't read one till September, that's not a big deal to me at all. So I'm not at all worried about that. You know, when those books come in, I'll read them and return them right away. And yeah, so that's pretty much my game plan with those. So really, outside of that, only 37 books. I mean, I can absolutely do that, right? Right, sure, okay. Let's revisit this at the end of August and see where we're at. But anyway, guys, it was so fun doing this. I hope you all enjoyed it. Stay tuned on Wednesday for my TBR. And yeah, and until my next video, everybody, take care and happy reading. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys. Hi, friends. A little something to add at the end of this video. I did not realize. So, the book over my shoulder right there, that's Summer at Firefly Beach that I showed you that I just got from the library. And I was so excited because I found it, and it was the one that I had included in my TBR for the month of August. It's the wrong book. I actually have the second book in the series on my TBR, and that's the first. But, in a great chain of events, I need to read that book for NetGalley as well. So, it's also going to go on my August TBR. But yeah, I just wanted to add that at the end. So when you go to watch my August TBR, you're like, wait a minute, Sarah, you were talking about a completely different book. So you didn't think that I had, you know, completely made a mistake. And I did make a mistake, but it's okay. It's okay. It was a good mistake because I need to read it anyway. So it all worked out in the end. But anyway, that's it, you guys. I will talk to you later. Bye.